I'm here with Matt Davis. We're going to go over armbar from the mount. Some of the things that are going to help make it better. We'll do it a little bit different. Okay, and I'll talk about some of the reasons why and some of what we're looking to do. So I've got Swalo down. Okay. We're going to start setting it up the same way. Okay. First thing I have to understand about armbar is really what it is, like Dave Gabriel says, is an elbow lock. I'm attacking the elbow. Okay. So my goal is to get his elbow away from his body. Okay. Now, I'm trying to break his arm. He has all the desire in the world not to let him do that. So he's going to be fighting very hard. So when he was pulling his arm, it's not going to work. Okay? Even when he bench presses me here, and I go to grab his arm, he's going to pull back. So it's not arm fighting arm. Okay? We always assume our opponent's stronger than us. Okay? What I'm doing is once he lifts his arm, I want to put a block in him. Okay? When I put a block in the way, he pulls his arm down, it's very hard. His elbow is exposed, and now I can break it. Okay. So, first thing we want to work on is getting that elbow block and up. Okay. See where I'm sitting right now? A lot of people, when they try to do an arm bar, this way. Okay. They're back here. So their spin point is down here, not up here. So with the spin, they're off down here. They're not going to be able to trap his arm. Okay. So we want to make sure that we come up top. Another thing I see a lot of people do when they try to spin for an arm bar is they look up. Okay? And so when they bench press and they do their arm bar, their head's up. And so when they fall back, the head is the majority of the weight. They have a tendency to fall back. Okay? And again, they lose the arm. So a couple things I want to do is I want to isolate that arm, I want to block it, and I want to keep my head looking down so my face is directly above him. The first thing we do is when he bench presses me, I'm going to make my X over the arm of the pattern. I'm not going to try to slide it. I'm going to start to lean forward. I want his arms to follow me. Okay? My weight is on him. I'm not pushing myself up. When I push myself up and take weight off him, he's going to pull his elbow back. Okay? I don't want that. Okay? I want him to be afraid of me. Afraid that if he pulls his elbow back, I'm smashing. Okay? So he's got all the reasons to hold me up. My hands are just here for a little bit of support. Okay? I'm going to lean forward. Right when it feels like I've got let go, put my hands on the mat. My knees are going to come up under me. So we're here, here. Now my knees are coming up under me. My knee goes to the top of his head. This leg will be over his side. Now see how his arm, under his armpit? His arm is exposing him. Okay? He wants to do his elbow back. It's not happening. Okay. So he bench presses me. Here, I lean forward right when I feel like he cuts. I slide under him. I'm also not bend over like this. My posture is tall. This is going to be very important. Like bend over, when I get to the back, he pulls his elbow. I still block his elbow, but he's going to be stronger. I want this, where his elbow is pretty much straight. His arms are pretty much straight. Okay. So now we're going to talk about the other side. Okay. So bench presses, I come here, I lean right when I'm on the fall. This leg is going to slide and catch. Okay, I'm not holding myself up, I hold myself up, I give him this gap, and I'm not putting weight on it. So my leg slides, and my posture is tall. It's very important. I don't sit back like this again, because I'm going to pull this elbow in, and I don't have much weight on it. And I don't sit off him. Okay, I want my weight on him. My posture is tall, so I'm pushing his arm across. Here, his arm goes back. And so if he's trying to defend, this can be actually pretty tough. When I'm here, it's very tough for him to defend. Okay? So my posture is tall. So here, he bench presses me, I come forward, I'm about to fall, posture is tall. See how his arm is almost straight? That's because my hips are in. I'm driving my hips in, he's holding all my weight on his chest. So we're here. Now, I don't want to grab. Okay? I'm going to use the crook of my elbow, V for victory. Okay? I'm going to slide up here. This is important. I don't stop here, okay, on his forearm. If he's really strong and he's really has a desire not to have his arm broken, and he's going to pull his arm in, I may have a battle here. I want to slide up where my elbow catches his arm. From here I'm pulling the whole time. I don't want to be relaxed. So my arm slides up and I catch. I'm pulling up, my posture is tall. Pull your arm back. It's not happening. Okay? Now, I'm not going to fall off now. My hand is going to go to this side of his hip. You put it on this side. I like to put it on this side because my weight still stays on me. Fingers pointing down. Okay? I'm holding. I don't like to grab my gi because that's as far as my arm closes. I want to be tight. Okay. I'm here, I'm leaning towards his hips. Now look, my weight's going in, I'm actually going to lift him a little bit. My leg slides around his head. My heel curls to my butt. Okay? That's where the majority of the arm bar comes from. It's not the hipping in. I catch this, I come in, I lean, I'm pulling tight. I come here, pull. Okay, we'll go, if I pull and it's not working, hit pull. Okay? Okay, so one more time. Here, hands are not pushing. And I'm not trying to jump. Okay, this is one reason I want to lean forward. If I put my toes on the mat, then I try to jump. Watch my knees come off the mat, and I do that. That gives him time when I'm airborne to pull his arms in. He can feel me, and I'm having to hold myself up to be able to do this. Okay, which means he doesn't have to hold me up. Okay? I want him holding me up the whole time. So when he comes here, and I lean forward, look, my knees slide. My hips forward, I catch right away. Tight. I'm here, I'm pulling up, my posture's not back. It's up. Here. I'm pulling, leaning. I don't swing my foot. Drag my knee over his head. My heel curls in. Hips are forward. Okay. So I'm here. Forward. Okay. It's very important. I don't stop here. When I'm here, I have to hop. Okay. I want to get that feeling. About to fall. Here, posture right away. I catch up under his thumb, not at his wrist. Up under his thumb, I'm tight. I'm pulling up. Hand on the mat, I lean back. My leg scrapes. My heel goes back to my butt. And I hit forward. Okay. Alright. That's again, we're trying to block the arm. Here. I see this all the time. Bench press. This, okay? This is not what we ever want to do. I don't like to fall off mount. That's the other thing. I can, when I do this arm bar, come here, set this, fall back, on my back. I don't generally like to fall off because, especially traditional, I start to fall for the arm bar from the top. He may do this, we got this whole paddle, and he holds his arm for 8 passes. Okay, so I'd rather stay on top. So that the whole time, one, I don't end up on my back. Okay? And 2, bench press me. I come here. He's carrying my weight throughout the entire time of this arm bar. Okay. One last thing. Okay, because as soon as his elbows come up and he realizes he's screwed up, he's going to pull his elbows back. Okay? So I don't, even though we drill it this way, bench press, I don't really want to wait till it's all the way up and do it. Come back down. As soon as he starts bench pressing me, I want to come here. Now he goes to pull his arm. And again, hips are forward. I'll show you another reason. He blocks his arm. From this position, I can still work it. But if my hips come forward, look, I can really attack that arm anywhere. Because it's going to push, elbow here, when I hip forward, pushes his hand through. Okay, here. Mat. This way, look, it's another arm.